Hello my lovely Leos, it's Tanisha from Tanisha's Tarot doing a mini reading for February 2019. I've been asked to do some clarifiers, so I'll be doing a few. So we're just getting 1, 2 and 3. Oh look, you're lucky you got 4. Alrighty, so we got 1, 2 and 3. Okie dokie, so these 3 cards, Leo, this is telling me the first card that came out is the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is telling me that you are not necessarily moving out of a situation. You have your ideas about what's going on, you have your integrity intact, however, you're not moving forwards or away from a situation. There's been a slight setback, or not a setback, but maybe like things are going a little bit slower than you thought. Now the second card that came out here is the Devil. So this card tells me about temptations. It could be about, you know, things to do with substances, things to do with lustiness, things to do with overindulgence of some sort. We'll have a look how it relates. So in relation to the Six of Swords, we can see that you're not moving out of a situation, and you may well feel like you're sort of tied into something right now. It can also be talking about hedonism, so you might be having a really good time, which is making you not want to step out of a situation, but it is warning of, you know, too much of a good thing. It can sometimes become not so great for you. Now, the next 2 cards, these came out together. We have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So the Three of Swords upright would be talking to me about a broken heart that is current and that you're still feeling. In the reverse, it's telling me that the heartbreak is subsiding, that you don't necessarily feel you know, like you're in pain from a love situation or emotional pain from this scenario that's going on. However, it does tell me that you have some self-imposed restrictions. So you know, this may be you moving out of heartbreak, but you still being quite cautious. So, yeah, let's have a look what the clarifiers tell us. Okay, so I'll be using the Celtic deck here to... Ooh, they just flew straight out. They're the 2 clarifiers for your Six of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Hangman upright. So, in relation to the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles in reverse talks about being overly generous, or you know, finding some balance in your finances, but prematurely sort of being maybe a little bit too giving, to the point where it then overextends you to then feel like you know, you being taken advantage of a little bit. That's what I'm feeling here. This Six of Swords in relation to this one being in relation to this one, this is sort of telling me that you're not moving out of a situation, but it is getting to that point where you know, because upright, this would be over generosity. In the reverse, I think this is actually telling me that you're not moving forward on a situation because you're not wanting to overextend. So you're actually exercising a fair amount of wisdom here, Leo. And with the Hanged Man, you know, this is a changed perspective. So he's right in the middle of these guys. So he's sort of telling me that due to your changed perspective, you know, you are being quite measured in the way that you're dealing with this situation. So if this is a romantic situation, you're not going in too much and you're not moving too quickly. You're actually coming from a very measured point of view, and you have perspective on this. You can see the greater context here. So that's fantastic. That's a good spot to be in, Leo. Alright, clarification here for the Devil. Ooh, that flew straight out. Alrighty, so the Three of Pentacles. So as a clarifier for the Devil, the Three of Pentacles, this is about, this can be about working on the home. This can be about monetary things. But the Three in general could also be about a third-party situation. So you may be inclined to juggle a couple of people at once. You may be overindulging in some way. And yeah, this is sort of suggesting to me, the main message I'm getting here is, you might be playing the field a little bit. So I would exercise caution there, but it does seem like you're having fun, and at the moment, you're okay to have a bit of fun, but this is coming up in your reading as something that here you've just come out of being very measured and balanced in what you're doing, and here it's sort of telling me that you are moving into a space where you might be sort of biting off a little bit more than you can chew. So, be careful. You play with fire and you can get burnt. So with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, I'm going to clarify them separately, even though they came out together. So Three of Swords clarifier is, okie dokie, this one wanted to come out. It is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So with the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is sort of telling me that, this is suggesting to me this is the person that might have broken your heart. Somebody who wielded some sort of power over you. He might have, flashed his cash around, or, come across as somebody who was very earthly and grounded, but who ended up not being so. He was not what he seemed. And so, or the foundations on which you built your connection with this person were not as strong as you first may have thought them to be. So, yeah, that's stepping out of that, out of heartbreak from the King of Pentacles. That's okay. That King of Pentacles is in reverse. He wasn't what he seemed, and so it's just as well. And your heart's now mending from that. So the Eight of Swords, the clarifier for that. Whew, that one flew straight out. Okie dokie. So we have the Devil in reverse. Okie dokie. So we've got the Devil having come up twice now. So the Eight of Swords with the clarification of the Devil in reverse is saying that, you do snap out of it. Your hedonism doesn't take over. You don't stay juggling too much for too long, or overindulging for too long. Perhaps you are reminded by your past experience, your past pains, to step out of this overindulgence, and this self-imposed restrictions here of the Eight of Swords actually sort of saves you from yourself. So that's actually pretty good there, Leo. So overall, I think this reading is really just telling you to use that inner wisdom that you've been channeling, and have a bit of fun. But yeah, remember, if you play with fire, you will get burnt. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you'd like to keep in touch for next month's reading, please hit subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please use the email address in the description below. Alright, love to you all.